The message you are about to receive arrives at a crucial point in your life, one that cannot be replicated or ignored. It is not by coincidence that you find yourself here, nor is it the result of random circumstances. There is something extraordinary happening right now, something that goes beyond ordinary awakenings. This is a moment of divine realization, a threshold that marks the beginning of a journey into realms of awareness and power that most will never reach, let alone comprehend. You were chosen for this path because you possess the capacity to transcend what was once thought to be the highest limit of spiritual growth. You are standing at the precipice of a transformation that goes beyond the boundaries of divine understanding. The universe itself, in all its complexity and grandeur, has recognized your readiness to take on a role that even the most enlightened beings hesitate to follow. This is not a path of ordinary progression. It is a direct passage to the highest plane of existence where limitations are shattered and true divine potential is realized. In this moment, the very fabric of reality begins to bend and shift, aligning itself with your purpose. The transformation you are undergoing is far beyond anything that has ever been experienced before, even by the gods themselves. What others have spent lifetimes seeking, struggling to understand you, have crossed instinctively, moving past the thresholds of limitation that were never designed to contain you. This awakening does not follow the conventional path of gradual growth. It is an eruption of divine energy and insight that redefines the very nature of your existence. It is as if the universe itself is announcing that something has changed on a cosmic level, a shift that acknowledges your arrival at a state of being that is so powerful, so far-reaching, that even higher powers recognize the sheer magnitude of your presence. You have unlocked a level of understanding and mastery over existence that until now was thought to be unattainable. This is not just about personal awakening or spiritual insight. It is the emergence of a force that surpasses every known limit of creation, and it is the ultimate culmination of divine purpose, a moment when everything aligns perfectly, and you stand at the center of a transformation that will ripple through eternity. The higher realms pause in reverence, acknowledging that you have broken through barriers that even they could not breach. You are no longer simply a seeker on a spiritual journey. You are the very embodiment of the divine, a living testament to what can be achieved when one is fully aligned with the deepest truths of the universe. As you step into this new phase, know that you are not alone. This awakening is not a solitary event. It is part of a grand cosmic orchestration, one that has been unfolding for eons. You are the chosen one because you are meant to embody this transformation, to awaken in a way that will inspire all of creation. The message is clear. You have crossed a threshold and there is no turning back. You are now operating from a place of divine authority, a position where the laws that once governed the universe respond to your presence. Every step you take now is a movement of profound significance, a ripple through the very fabric of reality that will be felt in every corner of existence. Your awakening is not just about you, it is about the entire cosmos recognizing your divine potential and responding in kind. What was once hidden from view is now yours to command, and the universe bends in acknowledgement of your power. This is the moment when everything changes, not just for you, but for all that exists. The divine has been waiting for you to realize your full potential. And now that you have, the world will never be the same again. The journey that you, the chosen one, are embarking on is unlike any other. It is a journey that transcends the boundaries of ordinary understanding, a path that few have dared to tread. What you are experiencing right now is not a mere awakening, it is the unshackling of a force so powerful, so vast that it surpasses the limits that were once thought to define existence itself. While others spend lifetimes struggling to comprehend the depths of the cosmos, you have instinctively crossed thresholds that most can only dream of. This is not a journey that follows the usual steps of learning and growth. This is an instinctive leap into the unknown, a breaking free from all that once seemed to define your limitations. You were never meant to stay within the confines of what was considered possible. From the very beginning, you have been destined to shatter those constraints, to defy the expectations of both mortal and divine realms. What others may struggle to grasp over many lifetimes, you have surpassed effortlessly, as if guided by an inner force that knows no bounds. This journey is not a result of external effort alone, it is a deep internal knowing that propels you forward, a powerful energy that moves through you and drives you beyond what is known into realms where few, if any, have dared to follow. You are awakening not just to a new reality, but to the deepest truths of your own existence, truths that were always present but hidden beneath layers of illusion. As you cross each boundary, as you surpass each limit, you come closer to the core of your being, to the divine essence that you have always carried within you. This is a process that requires no external validation, because the very act of awakening is an expression of your own inner power and truth. The limitations that once confined you have no place in this new reality. They have fallen away, and with them, so has any notion of what you thought was impossible. What you are discovering now is that you were never bound by the constraints of the world around you, nor by the rules that others have followed for generations. You were always meant to break free, to soar into realms that no one else could reach, and now you are doing just that. As this awakening unfolds, it is not just your mind that expands, but your very essence. Your body, your soul, and your spirit are aligning with the universe in a way that is far beyond human comprehension. The awakening you are experiencing is a shift not only in perception, but in the very fabric of your being. You are becoming one with the universe itself, with the laws that govern it and the mysteries that lie within it. This is not something that can be taught or learned through study. It is a transformation that can only be felt, experienced, and lived. As you step into this new reality, you will find that the world around you no longer operates according to the rules you once knew. It responds to your will, to your presence, to the divine authority that you now embody. The universe, which once seemed vast and impersonal, now recognizes you as a force of nature, a presence that transcends all that came before. Reality itself bends to your will. You are no longer reaching upward, striving to grasp at something beyond your reach. Instead, you are now standing in a place of authority, commanding the very forces that shape existence. The cosmos has shifted, and you are the center of this transformation. No longer do you need to search for answers. They come to you effortlessly, unfolding as you align yourself with the truths that were always meant to be revealed to you. The wisdom of the ages, the mysteries of the universe, and the secrets of existence all lie within you now, waiting to be unlocked. And as they are, you begin to realize that you are not just a part of the universe, you are its master. The forces that once seemed beyond your comprehension now bend in recognition of your power. They respond to your thoughts, your intentions, your desires, and your will. The very laws of nature, the fabric of time and space, are no longer obstacles, they are tools at your disposal. You have crossed into a realm where what was once impossible is now yours to command. The shift you are undergoing is not just personal, it is cosmic. You are the embodiment of a force so powerful, so vast, that even the universe itself cannot help but respond to your presence. In this moment, you are more than a seeker. You are the one who shapes the course of reality, the one who bends the very laws of existence to your will. The universe no longer just responds to you, it recognizes your authority. Your presence is felt across dimensions, across timelines, across the very fabric of creation, and you're no longer an individual trying to understand the universe. You are the universe, and the universe bows to your will. As the chosen one steps fully into their divine potential, they begin to operate from a place of authority, not just reaching upward, but standing firmly in the center of the universe's most profound truths. This is not the journey of one who seeks to climb the ladder of spiritual understanding. Rather, it is the recognition that the ladder itself no longer holds any power over you. The wisdom that has been passed down through ancient civilizations, sacred philosophies, and cosmic texts is no longer a mystery to you. It is now a map guiding you to a place of deep knowing. What once seemed hidden, veiled in complex symbols and cryptic messages now opens up to you with clarity and purpose. You no longer need to struggle to understand the lessons contained in these ancient teachings. They come to you naturally, as if they were always meant for you to comprehend. The mysteries of the universe that scholars, sages, and mystics have pondered for millennia are no longer just concepts to be studied. They are truths that resonate within you. You are no longer an outsider to this wisdom. You are its living embodiment, its most awakened representative. The knowledge of the ages encoded in the wisdom of the past now pulses with life within your being, waiting for you to unlock it and bring it to fruition. This wisdom is not just intellectual, it is spiritual, emotional, and physical. It flows through every fiber of your being, shaping the way you see the world, the way you engage with others, and the way you perceive your place in the vastness of existence. As you awaken to this profound truth, you realize that you are no longer a passive observer of the universe's mysteries. You are an active participant in the creation and revelation of these truths, guiding the world toward a new understanding, a new era of spiritual awareness and mastery. With this unlocking of cosmic wisdom comes a deep sense of responsibility. It is not enough to simply know the secrets of the universe. You must now live in alignment with them. You're no longer just a vessel of this knowledge. You are its steward, its teacher, and its messenger. The universe itself has chosen you to carry this wisdom forward, to use it not for personal gain, but for the upliftment and transformation of all that exists. As you step into this role, you begin to understand that your every action, every thought, every intention now carries weight beyond your own existence. You are not just moving through life as you once did. You are now shaping reality itself. The thoughts you entertain, the decisions you make, the words you speak, they all ripple out and create waves of change throughout the universe. This is the moment when you realize that you are not just a passive participant in existence. You are a creator, a force of nature that can bend the laws of the cosmos to your will. The knowledge and wisdom you have unlocked are not just to be admired or studied. They are tools that you can use to sculpt reality, to manifest your deepest desires, and to create a life that is aligned with your highest potential. The world around you is now responding to you in ways that you never imagined. The laws that once governed existence, the laws of time, space, energy, and matter, no longer hold the same power over you. They bend, shift, and adapt to the new higher order that you have awakened within yourself. Where once there were limits, now there are infinite possibilities. The limitations that confine your life are no longer relevant. You have transcended them, and as you do, the universe itself begins to reorganize itself around you. This is the true power of the chosen one, the ability to not just adapt to the world, but to reshape it. As the divine authority that you now embody, you are the force that moves the universe, not the other way around. The forces that once seemed immutable gravity, time, energy, even the laws of nature now acknowledge your presence and yield to your will. In this awakening, you realize that you are not just a part of the universe, you are its center, its foundation, its most powerful force. The divine order, which once seemed distant and unreachable, now responds to your every thought and action. This is the culmination of all the hidden knowledge of creation, the ultimate revelation of truth. You are not bound by the rules that once defined your existence. You are the one who defines those rules, who bends them to your will, and who brings new meaning to them. As you step fully into your divine role, you understand that the awakening of the chosen one is not just a personal transformation. It is the culmination of all creation's hidden knowledge, the moment when everything that was once thought to be beyond human reach is brought to light. The universe has waited for this moment for eons, and now that it has arrived, everything changes. The very fabric of existence responds to your presence, shifting in alignment with the new order that you have brought into being. The laws that once seemed fixed, immutable, eternal, now bow to you, recognizing your divine authority. The shift that you are experiencing is not just internal, it is cosmic, it is universal. It is the moment when all the forces of the universe align to support your awakening, to amplify your power, and to bring forth the reality that you now command. You are no longer a servant to the laws of the cosmos. You are their master. With this realization comes a deep sense of awe and humility. You understand that you are not above the universe, but in perfect alignment with it. The power you wield is not of your own making. It is the divine energy of creation itself flowing through you and guiding your every move. You are a conduit for the universe's deepest truths, and it is through your awakening that these truths are brought to light. The knowledge you possess is not just for you alone. It is for the world, for all of creation to experience and to understand. As the chosen one, you are the embodiment of this truth, and it is your responsibility to share it with the world, to use it to create a reality that is aligned with the highest good for all beings. This is the true meaning of divine authority, the ability to shape and guide creation, to bend the laws of the universe, not for personal gain, but for the upliftment and transformation of all that exists. And as you step into this role, you will begin to see the world respond to you in ways that are nothing short of miraculous. The universe is waiting for you to take your place, to step fully into your power, and to use your divine authority to bring forth a new era of enlightenment, wisdom, and transformation. As the chosen one, your awakening transcends the mere acquisition of power. It is not about amassing strength, influence, or control over others. This transformation goes far deeper. It is about altering the very architecture of existence itself, reshaping reality in ways that were once unimaginable. You have reached a state where the limitations of the material world no longer apply to you. This is not a power that is wielded from a place of ego or ambition. It is the power of alignment with the deepest truths of the universe. It is the realization that you are not simply a participant in creation, but the one who defines it. The moment you step into this awakening, the fabric of reality shifts. Time itself pauses, allowing you to step outside the linear progression that has confined most of humanity for eons. The laws of space and time, once thought immutable, bend before you rearranging themselves in response to the authority you now embody. The cosmos, in its infinite vastness, recognizes the rise of a force that transcends all limits your force. The universe, once seemingly a chaotic expanse of unknowns, now aligns itself with your presence, reflecting the divine authority that you command. This awakening is not merely personal, it is cosmic. It marks the beginning of a new reality, one where you are the central force that drives the unfolding of creation itself. This is the moment when everything changes, when the world, no, the entire cosmos, recognizes the power you hold and aligns with it. The power you now possess is not just the ability to influence the world around you, it is the ability to create shape and redefine the very nature of existence. Where once there were boundaries, now there are endless possibilities. The forces that once controlled the course of reality are now at your command, waiting for your next move. Your awakening is the key that unlocks the door to a new era, one where your influence shapes the destiny of everything that exists. As you come into this new reality, you begin to understand that power is not something that can be grasped or controlled. It is something that flows through you, connecting you with the very essence of the universe. The power you now wield is not separate from you. It is an extension of your being, an intrinsic part of your divine nature. You are no longer an individual striving for mastery. You are now the embodiment of the universe's highest potential, and as such, you have become one with everything around you. This oneness with creation is not a metaphor. It is a living, breathing reality. The oceans, the mountains, the stars, and even the civilizations that once seemed distant and separate from you now resonate with your energy. Every part of existence, from the smallest grain of sand to the farthest reaches of the galaxy, is now an extension of your being. You are no longer an observer of the world around you. You are an active participant in the unfolding of creation, and everything you encounter is a reflection of the energy you project. The trees that sway in the wind, the waves that crash against the shore, the stars that twinkle in the night sky. All of these entities now recognize your presence, acknowledging the divine power that flows through you. The chosen one is no longer separate from the universe. They are the universe, and everything in existence responds to their presence. This is the true meaning of oneness, not merely a philosophical concept, but a living, breathing reality where the boundaries between self and other dissolve, and the chosen one becomes one with all that exists. In this state of oneness, the very nature of reality begins to shift. The laws that once seemed immutable are now revealed to be fluid, dynamic, and responsive to your energy. You no longer operate within the confines of the physical world as you once did. You are now able to see beyond the surface, perceiving the underlying currents that shape all things. The universe itself becomes your canvas, and every thought, every action, every intention you hold has the power to create and shape the world around you. In this state, you become an architect of reality, able to bend the very laws of nature to your will. The mountains that once stood as immovable symbols of strength now shift in response to your presence. The oceans, which seemed vast and unchanging, now flow in harmony with your energy. Even the stars themselves, far beyond the reach of human understanding, now align with your will, shifting their courses in acknowledgement of your divine authority. As you continue to awaken to this reality, you realize that you are not merely a part of creation. You are the force that drives it. The energy that flows through you is the same energy that flows through every part of the universe. You are the heartbeat of creation, the pulse that drives the universe forward. Every action you take, every choice you make, ripples out across existence, shaping the very fabric of reality itself. This is the true power of the chosen one, not the ability to dominate or control, but the ability to create, to shape, and to redefine existence in alignment with the highest truths of the universe. As this realization deepens, you begin to understand that your awakening is not just a personal transformation. It is the awakening of the universe itself. You have become a conduit for the energy that flows through all things, and as such, you have the power to shape and mold the world in ways that were once unimaginable. The oneness you now experience is not just a mystical state, it is a living, breathing force that is constantly in motion, constantly evolving, and constantly expanding. The more you align with this force, the more you step into your divine potential, the more the universe responds to you. As you move through the world, you begin to see that everything around you is a reflection of the energy you are emitting. The people you encounter, the situations you face, the challenges you overcome, all of these are a reflection of the power you now hold. This is the true meaning of oneness, the recognition that everything in existence is interconnected and that your energy, your presence, your being is the thread that weaves it all together. The more you embrace this truth, the more you realize that you are not just a participant in creation, you are its master. The universe responds to your presence because it recognizes that you are the one who defines its course. You are no longer confined by the limits of what is possible. You have transcended those limits, and in doing so, you have unlocked the true potential of existence itself. In this new reality, everything is possible. Every thought, every intention, every action you take carries the power to shape the world around you. You are the creator of your reality, and the universe itself bends to your will. The oneness you now experience is not just a connection to the world around you, it is a connection to the very fabric of existence, a deep understanding that you are both the creator and the creation. In this state of divine alignment, you realize that the universe is not something to be conquered or controlled. It is something to be embraced, something to be shaped and molded in alignment with the highest truths of your being. As the chosen one, you are the force that drives this transformation, and the universe responds to you in ways that are both profound and awe-inspiring. As the chosen one, stepping into your divine potential means embracing not just power, but the responsibility that comes with it. The awakening you have experienced has unlocked a capacity beyond what any mortal mind could fathom. But this immense capability carries a weight far heavier than anything you've encountered before. You are no longer an individual striving to navigate life. You are the one who shapes the very fabric of reality, guiding it in the direction you see fit. Every thought you entertain, every action you take, ripples through the cosmos and reverberates across all dimensions. The impact of your choices is no longer confined to your personal life or immediate surroundings. As you have transcended the limitations of the material world, you now hold dominion over the forces that govern existence itself. Time, space, energy, and matter all bend in recognition of your authority. But with this authority comes a deep understanding your decisions are not trivial. Each choice, every movement you make carries cosmic significance. What was once thought to be an isolated event or a minor decision now carries the power to shape the course of entire universes, affect the lives of countless beings, and alter the balance of existence itself. The magnitude of this power can no longer be taken lightly. You are no longer just an observer of reality. You are the creator of it, the force that drives it. Every step you take ripples outward, affecting all that is and all that could be. The world around you responds to your will, yes, but it does so because it recognizes your capacity to shape, to mold, to guide with wisdom and purpose. It is essential, therefore, to recognize that with this great power comes a responsibility not just to yourself, but to all of creation. This power is not for personal gain or ego. It is meant to be used in alignment with the highest truths of the universe. You are not merely a ruler in the traditional sense, but a steward of the sacred laws of existence, entrusted with the duty of shaping the world in a way that benefits all. Your choices, your actions, your very presence are now the guiding forces that move the wheel of creation. This responsibility is immense, but so is the strength within you to fulfill it. The universe has not granted you this power to carry it with pride. Alone, it has granted it to you because you are capable of wielding it with humility, integrity, and wisdom. The humbling awareness that comes with such power is one of the most profound realizations the chosen one will ever experience. It is not about arrogance or superiority for you. Understand that no amount of power can make one greater than the universe itself. Rather, it is the realization that your existence, your actions, and your very being transcend the boundaries of mortal understanding. In this awakening, you come to know that you are not separate from creation. You are its reflection, its manifestation. You are both a part of this grand tapestry and the weaver of it. The weight of your responsibility is humbling because you are aware that the choices you make echo across the fabric of existence, impacting not just this lifetime, but all timelines, all realities, and all dimensions. This humbling awareness brings clarity. It shows you that the power you now hold is not for domination or to impose your will upon others. It is not about control, it is about influence, alignment, and guidance. Your role in creation is not one of force, but of profound influence. You are the presence that inspires change, that moves energy, that opens pathways. Every act, every decision, even every thought is now imbued with cosmic significance. You are constantly shaping the energy that flows through the universe, redirecting it, guiding it, and using it to bring about the greatest good for all. To realize the depth of your influence is to realize that nothing in the universe is truly separate from you. Every being, every event, every atom is connected to you in ways that you are only beginning to comprehend. This is a profound and humbling awareness, the recognition that your existence has cosmic implications. The weight of this realization is not one that burdens you, but one that grounds you in the understanding that you are both the architect and the guardian of the universe's most sacred truths. This is not a power that makes you superior to others. It is a power that connects you to everything that elevates your role as a steward of existence itself. The true measure of your greatness is not in how much you control, but in how you influence, guide, and inspire. As the chosen one, you now understand that your actions are not isolated. They are part of a much larger, infinitely complex web of creation, and your awareness of this connection brings with it a profound sense of responsibility. Every thought, every intention, every choice you make ripples outward, creating waves of change across all dimensions. This is not a power to be wielded recklessly. It requires wisdom, clarity, and an unwavering commitment to the greater good. You are the one who holds the balance, the one who must act as the anchor for creation itself. Your presence is felt across the universe, and with that recognition comes the responsibility to guide and shape existence in a way that benefits all of creation. And as you step fully into your divine authority, you realize that your greatest strength is not your ability to control, but your ability to inspire, to align with the highest forces of the universe, and to influence the world around you with purpose and clarity. In the moments when you feel the weight of this responsibility, know that it is not a burden, it is a gift, a divine privilege. You are entrusted with the power to shape the very course of reality, to bring about healing, transformation, and evolution on a cosmic scale. This is the responsibility of the awakened one, not to dominate or control, but to guide, to influence, and to protect the balance of creation itself. With this understanding comes the humbling awareness that you are not merely a being of power, you are a being of service, a guide for the evolution of consciousness itself. Your awakening is not about personal glory. It is about the collective rise of all beings, all life, and all existence. You are the catalyst for this shift. And with that comes the profound awareness of your role in the grand design of creation. You are the one who will lead the way, not through domination, but through wisdom, integrity, and the deep understanding that you are connected to all things. This is your purpose. This is your calling. And as you step fully into it, you will find that every moment, every breath, every action you take is a reflection of the divine truth you now embody. Your journey is one of deep responsibility, but also of immense potential, for you are the living embodiment of creation's highest order. As the chosen one steps further into their divine power, they begin to realize that the very concept of restriction has become meaningless. What was once seen as the limits of possibility now feels like an illusion, a construct that no longer applies to them. The thresholds that once seemed insurmountable, be it physical, spiritual, or emotional, have been shattered, and what remains is a vast expanse of potential waiting to be explored, shaped, and molded. This is the unveiling of infinite potential, the realization that there is no longer any boundary to what can be achieved, no limit to the heights that can be reached. Reality, once rigid and fixed, now stands before the chosen one like a blank canvas, its boundaries undefined, its possibilities endless. The very nature of existence has shifted. No longer are you constrained by the rules that governed your previous understanding of the world. Instead, you now exist within a state of fluidity where creation is at your fingertips and every thought, every intention is a brushstroke on the canvas of the universe. You are no longer bound by the limitations of the past, nor are you confined by the expectations of others. Instead, you are free to create, to design, to shape reality as you see fit. Every action you take ripples outward, creating new possibilities, new outcomes that were once unimaginable. The idea that reality is fixed, that there are boundaries we must obey, has dissolved. You are now in the position to redefine everything. You no longer have to ask permission or wait for the world to change. You are the change. You are the force that moves the world, that shapes the very fabric of existence itself. This is the ultimate freedom, the freedom to create your own reality, to manifest your desires and dreams without limitation, and to step fully into the life you were always meant to live. This newfound freedom is not just about personal empowerment. It is about the realization that your influence extends far beyond your individual self. You are now operating within a realm where your energy, your presence, and your intentions shape the world around you. The canvas of reality is not just yours to design. It is a reflection of the divine power that flows through you, a power that is now aligned with the deepest truths of existence. As you tap into this infinite potential, you begin to see that you are not just creating for yourself. You are creating for the world, for the universe, and for all of creation. Every thought you think, every intention you set creates ripples throughout the cosmos, bringing new possibilities into existence. The universe itself has become a mirror to your soul, reflecting the depth of your awakening and the boundless nature of your power. This is not just a personal transformation. This is the beginning of a new era of creation, one where limitations are dissolved and the potential for growth, evolution, and expansion is infinite. You have stepped into your true power, and in doing so, you have unlocked the potential of the entire universe. What was once a closed system governed by rigid laws and constraints is now an open field of possibilities, ready to be shaped by your will and guided by your divine purpose. As you continue to awaken to the magnitude of your power, you begin to recognize that the laws that once governed the cosmos are now shifting in subtle alignment with your presence. From the smallest atom to the grandest galaxy, every cosmic principle is yielding to your influence, marking the dawn of a new era of creation. The forces that once seemed untouchable, immutable, are now responsive to you. The laws of nature, the laws of time, space, and energy all bend and shift to accommodate the presence of the Chosen One. The very structure of the universe has been rearranged, and you stand at the center of this transformation. The cosmos is no longer a vast, distant entity that operates independently of you. It is a living, breathing force that now responds to your will, your energy, and your presence. This is the true meaning of cosmic alignment, the recognition that you are no longer a passive observer of the universe. You are the active participant, the creator, the force that moves the world and shapes the course of existence itself. The stars, once distant and unreachable, now align with your energy, their paths shifting in response to your presence. The oceans, once vast and unchanging, now flow in harmony with your will. The mountains, once immovable and eternal, now shift and bend as you walk upon them. Every part of creation recognizes you as the force that guides it, that shapes it, that brings it into alignment with the divine order you now embody. This is the new era of creation, the era where the laws of the universe no longer hold sway over the Chosen One, but instead yield to their will, their power, and their divine purpose. The realization of this power is both awe-inspiring and humbling. As you begin to understand the true scope of your influence, you realize that you are not just altering the physical world, you are shifting the very fabric of reality itself. The cosmic laws that once governed the universe are not arbitrary. They are deeply interconnected, forming the very foundation of existence. And now, as the Chosen One, you stand at the center of this cosmic dance, guiding its movements with your thoughts, your intentions, and your will. You are not simply a participant in this dance, you are its choreographer. The universe now bends to your rhythm, flowing in harmony with your energy, aligning with your divine purpose. This shift is not just external, it is an internal awakening, a recognition that you are the creator of your own reality and the architect of the universe's unfolding. The power you now wield is not just about control, it is about alignment. It is about understanding the deep interconnectedness of all things and using that understanding to shape the course of creation in a way that reflects the highest truths of the universe. As you continue to awaken to this reality, you will see that your influence extends far beyond what you once thought possible. The very nature of reality is now responsive to you. And with this understanding comes the responsibility to use your power wisely, to create with intention, and to shape the world in alignment with the divine principles that guide your awakening. The universe is now your canvas, and you are the artist. The possibilities are infinite, and the creation of your reality is limited only by the depth of your vision and the alignment of your heart. The cosmic laws that once held sway over the world now yield to your will, and with that power comes the opportunity to shape the world, the universe, and the very fabric of existence itself. As the Chosen One steps fully into their divine awakening, they are ushered into a state of awareness and alignment that transcends every limit they once thought possible. This is the moment when they cross from being merely a participant in creation to becoming its ultimate force. In this supreme state of existence, they are no longer simply among the divine. They have reached the pinnacle, the apex of creation, where they stand as the highest expression of universal power. No longer confined by the boundaries of mortal understanding, the Chosen One now occupies a space where the divine laws of existence bend and shift in alignment with their will. They are the embodiment of creation's purest form, a living manifestation of the divine energy that flows through all things. This is the moment when the Chosen One becomes one with the source of all things, no longer an individual seeking understanding, but the very essence of the universe itself. In this divine alignment, every action, every decision, every thought carries weight beyond comprehension. They are no longer limited by the constraints of time, space, or physical form. They exist as the highest expression of universal potential, operating from a place of absolute clarity and divine purpose. The realization of God mode is not about gaining power. It is about understanding that they were always meant to occupy this space, to be the force that shapes the universe in alignment with its highest truths. This realization is both awe-inspiring and humbling, for it is the understanding that every action taken from this state is not just a reflection of divine power, but a moment of creation itself. The chosen one no longer seeks. They simply are an embodiment of divine will and infinite potential. This realization opens the door to a new realm of power and influence, one that amplifies the chosen one's ability to shape and mold reality in ways that were previously unimaginable. With this newfound awareness comes a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. The threads of the universe are no longer invisible to them, but rather they are fully seen and understood. Every action, every thought now carries an energy that reverberates across dimensions, creating ripples of transformation that span across time and space. The chosen one no longer needs to ask for change. They are the change, and with each decision, they move the very structure of existence itself. Every part of reality, from the smallest particle to the grandest galaxy, responds to their presence. They have transcended the limitations that once governed their actions and thoughts, stepping into a space where they are free to shape the future of creation with every breath they take. In this state, power is not something to be controlled or manipulated. It is a natural extension of the divine will that flows through the chosen one. They no longer need to force change. They are the catalyst for it. Their power is not just a reflection of their will, but a manifestation of the cosmic laws themselves. With every step they take, the universe shifts, adjusts, and realigns to match the intentions of the chosen one. Their influence expands beyond the immediate world around them, reaching into the farthest corners of existence, touching realms and dimensions previously unseen. As they move through the world, they leave a trail of divine transformation, a mark on creation that cannot be undone. They are not merely a participant in the universe, they are its creator, its architect, and its master. The power of the chosen one, once realized, is not something that can be contained. It is a force that ripples outward, altering the very fabric of reality as it moves. Every thought becomes a blueprint, every word a command, and every action a declaration of a divine will. The chosen one understands that their thoughts and intentions shape the universe in ways that are beyond human comprehension. They no longer operate from a place of reaction or limitation. Instead, they exist in a state of constant creation, constantly bringing new realities into being with every decision they make. The power they possess is not just an external force, it is an internal knowing, a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. They are the center of a vast cosmic web, the one who guides its movements with every thought, every breath. The universe is no longer a chaotic, disjointed system. It is a living, breathing entity that responds to the divine influence of the chosen one. With this understanding, the chosen one is able to see the threads of the universe and weave them into new patterns, new forms of existence that align with the highest truths of creation. The once rigid laws of nature bend to their will, and the limitations of space and time dissolve, leaving them with the ability to shape reality in ways that defy logic, reason, and understanding. This is the true power of the chosen one, not the ability to control, but the ability to create, to reshape, and to redefine existence itself. As the chosen one steps fully into God mode, they are no longer confined by the boundaries of the physical world. They operate from a space where all things are possible. Every action they take carries a ripple effect that stretches across dimensions, impacting all that exists. They are not just shaping their own reality, they are shaping the very fabric of existence, guiding it toward its highest potential. The laws of the universe no longer control them, they now control the laws themselves. Every decision made from this space of divine alignment is a moment of creation, a moment of shaping the universe in ways that were once thought impossible. This is the true meaning of God mode, the realization that the chosen one is not just a part of the universe, but the one who defines it, who shapes it, who moves it toward its highest expression. With every thought, every word, every action, the chosen one now leaves their mark on the world, on the universe, and on all that exists. They are not just participants in creation, they are its ultimate creators. The universe itself bows to their will, realigning itself with the divine order that they now embody. They have become the living embodiment of divine power, the ultimate force that shapes the course of creation, and as such, they now stand at the pinnacle of existence, able to transcend every limit, every boundary, and every law that once defined the universe. The true power of the chosen one is not in their ability to control, but in their ability to create. They are the architects of reality, and the universe is their canvas, waiting to be shaped by their will. As the chosen one fully steps into their divine power, the universe itself begins to take notice. This is no ordinary awakening. It is the unfolding of a force so immense, so profound, that even God's spirits and celestial beings pause in recognition of its transformative presence. For eons, these entities have witnessed the rise and fall of countless forces within the cosmos, but none have radiated the power, influence, and grace that the chosen one now embodies. It is not just the physical world that responds to their presence. The spiritual and cosmic realms themselves align with this awakening. Every realm, every plane of existence feels the reverberations of this immense transformation. The awakening of the chosen one resonates across dimensions, sending waves of energy that touch all that exists. The heavens themselves, once distant and abstract, now recognize the chosen one's power, aligning their energy with that of the universe's highest order. Even those beings who dwell in the ethereal planes, whose very essence transcends mortal understanding, cannot help but be drawn to this awakening. They are witnesses to the arrival of a force that surpasses every known limit, a force that holds the power to redefine the very nature of existence. The gods themselves, who once stood as the ultimate authorities over creation, now see that the chosen one is not just part of the divine order, they are the pinnacle of it. It is as if the universe has been waiting for this moment, for this alignment, for the manifestation of the chosen one's true essence. The awakening is not just a personal evolution, it is the revelation of a force that transcends the limitations of the gods themselves. And as they pause in recognition, the universe shifts in response, acknowledging the emergence of a power that will forever alter the course of creation. This cosmic and divine recognition is not just about admiration or respect. It is the acknowledgement of a force so potent that even the laws of existence itself bend to its will. The chosen one has transcended all known thresholds, and in doing so, they have entered a space where the celestial beings who once held dominion over realms now step aside in reverence. The divine presence of the chosen one is now a force that shapes and molds reality itself, guiding the course of the universe with an authority that even the gods cannot ignore. The awakening of the chosen one has shifted the very fabric of creation, and as a result, even those beings who once held absolute dominion over their respective domains now find themselves in awe of the force that has emerged. This is the supreme recognition of the chosen one's role in the cosmos. The understanding that they are not merely a participant in the divine dance of existence, but the conductor of that dance. Their presence reverberates across every plane of existence, creating ripples that alter the very course of time, space, and energy. Every celestial being, from the highest deities to the most elemental spirits, now stands in acknowledgement of the Chosen One's power. The very laws that govern creation are now reshaped by their presence. This is not just an awakening, it is the dawning of a new era, one where the Chosen One is the central force that guides the universe's movements. As the Chosen One stands at the center of this divine recognition, they begin to feel the subtle shifts of the universe itself. The celestial bodies which once followed fixed and immutable paths now shift their trajectories in response to the energy emanating from the Chosen One. The stars, the planets, the galaxies, all are affected by the divine power that now flows through the Chosen One. It is as though the entire cosmos is realigning itself to match the frequency of the Chosen One's presence. What once seemed distant and unchangeable, the very stars in the sky, the rhythms of time itself, now bend to the will of the Chosen One. Their divine influence is felt in every corner of the universe, from the smallest atom to the vast expanses of the cosmos. The universe itself has become malleable, a reflection of the Chosen One's energy, their divine authority. Even the most ancient of celestial forces, those that have shaped the fabric of reality for eons, now recognize that their time has passed, and it is the Chosen One who must now take the lead. This is the subtle yet profound shift that occurs when the Chosen One steps fully into their divine role. Nature itself responds to their presence as the elements, earth, air, fire, and water, shift and harmonize in alignment with their energy. The winds that once blew randomly now carry the messages of the universe, guiding the Chosen One on their path. The oceans, which once seemed vast and untouchable, now pulse with the energy of the Chosen One's will, responding to their thoughts and intentions. The mountains, which have stood immovable for millennia, now shift their forms, as though recognizing the power that flows through the Chosen One. The very earth itself acknowledges their dominion over creation, reshaping itself in harmony with their divine presence. The Chosen One is not merely an observer of the natural world, they are now one with it. Nature no longer exists as an external force to be conquered or controlled. It exists as an extension of the Chosen One, reflecting their energy and divine will. The laws of nature that once seemed unchangeable are now shaped by the Chosen One's intentions. The earth, the sky, the stars, and all that exists within them bend and sway in response to their presence. This is the true meaning of dominion. Not control, but harmony. Not domination, but collaboration. The Chosen One has become one with creation, and creation now responds to them as though it is an extension of their very being. In this divine alignment, the Chosen One begins to understand that their power is not one of force, but of resonance. The universe no longer operates as a distant, separate entity. It operates in concert with the Chosen One's divine will. Every action they take, every thought they think, every intention they set now ripples across the cosmos, shifting the very fabric of reality. They are not a passive participant in the universe, they are the force that drives it. This realization is both humbling and empowering. The Chosen One has become the center of creation, the force that shapes the future, that guides the flow of time, space, and energy. The subtle shifts in the universe that were once invisible to mortal eyes are now felt deeply as the Chosen One's influence moves across the cosmos, aligning the stars, the planets, and the very elements of nature with their divine will. The universe is no longer a chaotic, unpredictable force. It is a living entity, responsive to the energy that the Chosen One now commands. This is the ultimate recognition, the understanding that the Chosen One's presence is not just felt on a personal level, but on a cosmic scale. Their influence stretches across all that exists, shaping the very course of creation itself. The subtle shifts in the universe are a reflection of the divine alignment that the Chosen One now embodies, and as they move forward, the world around them will continue to reshape itself in harmony with their presence. The awakening of the Chosen One has sparked a transformation that will resonate across eternity, forever altering the course of existence itself. As the Chosen One ascends to their highest state of divine awareness, they begin to recognize that time once perceived as a rigid linear progression is now a fluid, malleable force. The constraints that once bound them to the limitations of the physical world begin to dissolve, and with each step into their power, time itself becomes an element they can shape and mold at will. The universe, which once seemed to operate according to a fixed timeline, now unfolds before them in infinite possibilities, as if offering glimpses into realms beyond time's boundaries. The Chosen One is no longer subject to the past nor held captive by the future. They are fully immersed in the present moment, yet they possess the ability to see beyond it, to peer into alternative realities, to glimpse the myriad potential futures that lie ahead. Time becomes a tool at their disposal, a canvas upon which they can paint their desires, their intentions, and their divine purpose. The future is no longer a distant, unknowable horizon. It is something they can influence, shape, and redirect, steering it toward outcomes that align with their highest vision. The fabric of reality itself responds to their awareness, bending and shifting in accordance with their will. The Chosen One is no longer a passive observer of time's unfolding. They are the orchestrator of it. With each decision they make, they alter the very course of existence, setting in motion ripples that resonate across time and space, bringing new possibilities into being. The awareness of time's malleability allows them to step beyond the limitations of the present and into a realm where all things are possible. The past, the present, and the future are no longer separate entities. They are interconnected, woven together by the Chosen One's divine awareness, offering them the power to navigate through time as if it were a living, breathing entity ready to be shaped by their intentions. In this newfound mastery over time, the Chosen One also gains the ability to perceive the unseen currents that flow beneath the surface of reality. Where others see only the physical world, the Chosen One sees the hidden layers of existence, those forces and energies that shape the world but remain imperceptible to the average mind. They are now attuned to the subtleties of creation, able to read the energies that flow through every living being, every object, and every event. These hidden truths, once veiled in mystery, are now laid bare before the Chosen One's eyes. They see beyond ordinary understanding, perceiving the interconnectedness of all things, the hidden patterns that govern existence. They understand the flow of energy, the movement of consciousness, and the divine intelligence that underpins the universe. This revelation is not just intellectual, it is visceral. Felt deep within the soul, the Chosen One becomes the living embodiment of wisdom, able to see and understand the truths of the cosmos that once eluded even the most enlightened beings. They are not bound by the limitations of the physical senses. They now perceive the world through the lens of divine insight, able to decipher the messages hidden in the fabric of reality itself. The truths they uncover are not merely academic. They are profound revelations that transcend time, space, and even the divine. The Chosen One has moved beyond the veil that separates the physical world from the spiritual realms, and in doing so, they have become a bridge between the two. They now possess the ability to communicate with the forces that govern existence, to understand the language of the universe, and to speak in ways that transcend human comprehension. This is the true meaning of mastery over time and reality, not just the ability to shape the present moment, but the ability to perceive and interact with the deeper forces that shape the course of existence itself. The Chosen One becomes a living conduit for the wisdom of the universe, embodying the knowledge and understanding that once seemed beyond human reach. Their every action, every thought becomes a reflection of the divine intelligence that flows through them. They are no longer limited by the constraints of time and space. They are free to navigate the infinite possibilities of the universe, to explore the depths of creation, and to bring forth new realities that reflect the highest truths of existence. The revelation of these hidden truths is not a solitary journey. It is a shared experience, for as the chosen one steps into their divine power, they begin to illuminate the path for others. The wisdom they uncover becomes a beacon for those who are ready to awaken to their own divine potential. The chosen one is not merely a vessel for this knowledge. They are a teacher, a guide, and a beacon of light for all who seek the truth. Through their example, others are inspired to step into their own power, to awaken to the hidden truths of the universe, and to embrace the infinite possibilities that await them. This is the true purpose of the chosen one's awakening, to be a living embodiment of the divine wisdom that transcends time and space, and to guide others toward the realization of their own infinite potential. As the chosen one becomes fully attuned to these hidden truths, they begin to understand the true nature of reality itself. The world they once saw as separate and disconnected now appears as a vast interconnected web, with every thought, every action, and every intention rippling out to affect all that exists. They realize that everything is connected, every being, every event, every moment in time, and that they have the power to influence these connections. With this understanding comes the realization that the universe is not a static, fixed entity. It is a living, breathing force, constantly shifting and evolving in response to the intentions of those who understand its true nature. The chosen one, as the embodiment of divine wisdom, has the ability to influence these shifts, to guide the flow of energy, and to shape reality in ways that are in alignment with the highest good for all beings. They become a force of creation, a channel through which the divine will flows, shaping the world and the universe in accordance with its highest purpose. This is the ultimate mastery over time and reality, the ability to not only perceive the hidden truths of the universe, but to interact with them, to shape them, and to bring them into being. The chosen one becomes the living embodiment of creation's highest potential, able to navigate the vast, interconnected web of existence with clarity, purpose, and divine insight. Every action they take, every decision they make becomes a reflection of the divine intelligence that flows through them, shaping the world in ways that transcend time, space, and even the divine itself. The awakening of the chosen one marks more than just a personal transformation. It is the dawn of a new order within the cosmos, a moment that ripples across all dimensions, touching every corner of existence. The shift that takes place within the chosen one does not only affect their own reality, but reverberates through time, space, and energy itself, altering the very laws that govern the universe. Every mystery, every ancient enigma, and every unsolved puzzle that once seemed beyond human comprehension now begins to reveal its true meaning in the light of their presence. The answers that have eluded sages, mystics, and scholars for eons are now unlocked, flowing freely to the chosen one as they step into their divine role. No longer constrained by the limitations of the past, they see the universe for what it truly is, a grand design, a living entity waiting to be shaped, molded, and guided toward its highest potential. What was once hidden is now exposed, and the mysteries of creation unfold in harmony with the divine purpose that the chosen one embodies. This awakening is not just an individual journey, it is the ignition of a cosmic shift that alters the very fabric of reality. The chosen one is now the key to unlocking the universe's deepest truths, and as they embrace their divine power, they begin to weave the tapestry of a new era, one where the limitations of the old world no longer apply. The universe responds to them, acknowledging their newfound authority and the mysteries of existence align to reveal their deepest wisdom. With this newfound understanding comes the realization that the chosen one has stepped into their ultimate divine potential. No longer merely a seeker or a participant, they have become the final divine, the epitome of creation's potential. In this space, they transcend all known hierarchies, moving beyond the limitations that once confined even the greatest gods and beings of light. They are the architects of a new reality where the very structure of existence is shaped according to their will. The old paradigms of power, control, and hierarchy no longer hold any meaning. The chosen one is beyond them, standing as the embodiment of divine creation itself, able to shape, mold, and direct the flow of reality as they see fit. The entire cosmos is now their canvas, waiting to be transformed in alignment with their highest vision. As the ultimate expression of divine potential, the chosen one has access to an infinite well of power and wisdom, enabling them to craft a new world, a new reality that reflects the highest truths of existence. They no longer follow the laws of creation, they define them, bending them to their will and guiding them toward a new era of spiritual awakening, cosmic harmony, and divine purpose. As the chosen one continues to unfold their divine potential, the audience is invited to reflect on their own place within this vast and transformative journey. The awakening of the chosen one is not a singular event. It is the manifestation of a larger cosmic truth, one that speaks to the divine potential within each and every one of us. You too are a part of this unfolding journey of cosmic significance. The same infinite potential that flows through the chosen one flows through you as well, waiting to be unlocked. It is time to step into your own divine power, to awaken to the truth of who you are and what you are capable of. Just as the chosen one has transcended limitations and embraced their ultimate divine potential, so too can you. This is a moment of profound transformation for all who are ready to embrace their own awakening. By aligning with the cosmic energy that is unfolding, you too can step into your divine role and begin to shape your own reality. The journey of the chosen one is a reminder that we are all part of this grand cosmic dance, each of us with the potential to awaken to our true purpose and power. As the chosen one continues to shape the future, let their journey inspire you to do the same. Step into your power, embrace your divine potential, and become the architect of your own reality. As you do, the universe will align with your energy, and together you will bring forth a new era of creation. Hit like, subscribe, and comment to align with the transformation that is taking place. The awakening of the chosen one is just the beginning, and your own journey is waiting to unfold. Are you ready to step into your divine power? The universe is calling.